I'm having a lot of trouble with momentum today, as you can tell from my hair. um, I was awake half the night because at the moment the engineers are refusing to come back unless I pay them an extra €2,000. And, everybody just says, oh, that's Greece, and, you just have to do it. And I get so angry about the fact that it's not justified. It's not for any particular reason. You know, it's just infuriating. And to know that they've got me over this barrel, because if I don't pay them, they won't send the electrician or the plumber or anybody back, and I can't get anybody to take over that work because they don't have formal plans written anywhere. If I don't get the same electrician back, then I would have to have the whole house rewired. So in terms of the grand scheme of things, I owe them a remaining 10% of the contract, and this payment sort of, it just annoys me. And I want them to agree to come back and finish the work in the order that I want it done. But I'm also really annoyed that they're not going to do the job properly. I had the carpenter come yesterday to give me some temporary wood for the stairs. And what he said was that the steel staircase is not made out of strong enough steel. It's too flexible. So he's saying that he's going to have to put thicker timbers on it to try and hold it for me. And, I am conscious of the fact that it is only joined in at one part to the top floor. I think it's got 5 screws in it. And it creaks, it makes noise. And, this was meant to be a wrought iron staircase. I actually wanted them to order one when we talked about it being a spiral staircase. So, and that's in the contract. And there are lots of things in the contract that they actually haven't fulfilled properly. And yet here I am being told I have to pay more money. And, can I afford to pay them more money? Okay, well, I have access to it, but that's not the point. The point is that it's unreasonable to hold somebody to ransom without actually without giving them any clear outline about what the extra payment is for. So I didn't sleep half the night and then slept in this morning. And, it starts to impact my day, and, it affects your mood and all these things. And I have to be out of the rental by the end of the month. And Easter's going to have a big impact. And I got a phone call yesterday from the mayor of the village saying that they need all the builder's waste removed from out of the front of the house because, I don't know if you remember from last year, but they have big parades and things at Easter. And, they want the street cleaned up in front of my house. And I messaged the engineer to say, I didn't talk about the contract at all, just said, can you clean up the stuff out the front of the street? And the only response to that was from his lawyer saying they would agree to move forward if I would just pay this extra $2,000. Anyway, and everybody's just telling me to just do it. And my principled soul just says, well, what's to stop them from, also extending and extending and extending again? They could turn around next week or the week after and do the same thing. So I have to be really clear about what I'm going to do and what they have to do in return. But nobody should have to go through this stress. It's awful. And, a lot of people have stories of similar things happening in Greece, but my situation seems particularly unreasonable. And then lots of people talk about the name and shaming stuff. I'm speaking at the Festival of Greek Culture at the end of May. There'll be a lot of talking about what to do and what not to do, I tell you. Anyway, and now you can hear I have hay fever, just to top it all off and make it more interesting. All right, wish me luck.